Hi everyone, this is Deb. Welcome to Embellishments on the 11th. This is a collaboration where a number of us, each month, small group of us, make embellishments, one or more of any kind. There's no prompts or anything. So, and um, everyone will be linked down below. And now this month we have a new participant who will be as she can. Her name is Carol G. And her channel name is Coffee and Crafts with Carol G 2094. So I will link her channel down below also. She is participating this month and said she will participate when she can. She can't commit to every month. But you know what? That's fine. And just use the hashtag, which will be linked down below as well. And you should be able to find everyone that way, or you can do the @ sign. And if it doesn't link directly, because sometimes YouTube doesn't do that properly, just copy the @ and whatever's after it and then put it in your search bar and their name should come up, or click on the hashtag below, and if everyone used it properly you should be able to find them. Okay, so this month I did a variety, which you can see everything here. I was playing with some of my dies. Initially, I wanted to make envelopes, and I kind of went out of order. So I think the first thing I did was this, which actually was a Stampin' Up! Was in the annual from 23 to 24, so I guess it's still there or retiring soon. It's called a mini pocket envelope dies. I have used it before, but not much. So I did the pocket. I'm trying to use my scraps, and these are scraps from my purple junk journal. This was hydrangea paper. I do have more of this, but it's 12 by 12, and I was trying to use the smaller pieces. I did the bow. I actually die cut the bow twice, and I don't know what these tabbies were for, but I hooked them together. And then this piece here is the bow here, and then I'll put a jemmy on when I know where I'm going to put it in my, these two are probably going in my purple junk journal. And there's the back of it. I don't think I want to glue that down because I like that. So this one will probably be like washi taped in and a tip in, and then I didn't put anything in it yet. And then this little tab is here, which I thought was adorable. And there's enough room on there I could stamp like a little word or something. But I don't know where I want to put that. That could actually maybe go on the bow with a jemmy. So anyway, those were the first thing I did using this. And then I brought out this, which is not a scrap, but I needed some little bit larger pieces of purple. And I had two dies I've been wanting to use, and they are from In Love Art Shop, Coca Rosa. This one I really love. This one is okay. I'm not as thrilled with that one, but here's what I did. I cut a bunch of papers. These were scraps. This was scrap. Well, this piece is the purpley pink on the polka dots on this side, or wonky dots actually, and greenery on the other side, which is pretty too. It's upside down. Goes like that. Anyway, nobody will know because that'll probably get glued down. So I thought they'd be, especially this one, a nice thing in my junk journal too. And you can actually write on this paper because it has lines, right? Well, then I had a lot. I did die cut this quite a lot out of the dark purple and the light purple and this. Well, I ended up with lots of pieces. So this is a page out of my junk journal. And right now I have these glued down onto the side of a page. I didn't have too many bare edges, but this one was. Now I am going to take my sewing machine and probably do a zigzag stitch or something down here, or maybe just a plain stitch. It's just a real ordeal for me to set up my sewing machine anywhere in this house, so I tend to do it when I have multiple things I need to sew, and I didn't. So I pulled this out to show you. This was already done, so that's not. So or you could put pictures in each of these, or whatever, write a little message or something. So that is what I did with those. Let me I have to move stuff out of the way as I do it. And now the next thing was these little envelopes here. So let's see, I already did this. Oh, I forgot to show you this. This I did out of, it's like bright green on one side and purple on the other. And I only did that because when I did it out of book page, the book page is very fragile and thin, but I like the vintage look of that. And this one, I did something different with the bits that came out, but I only did one of them. This is more like a decoration. When they showed it, let me bring that back, in their on their website, you see they just have it like as a embellishment. So that is the embellishment. Okay, then little envelopes. This is Diamond Dies mini envelope die set from February 2017. The bows were not part of it. They were from Paper Smooches, but I didn't use them. So here are the little envelopes, again out of that hydrangea paper scrap. And I did use a piece of the Altenew paper scrap to do the background and a little bit of book paper, but you can still write on the back if you want to. And that just slips in. Oh, and then I punched whole circles, 3/4 inch punch, 1 inch punch out of some of the remaining scraps and made it be a little tab. And then same on this one, but it's just the circle folded in half. A wonky circle there. Anyway, you get the idea. So I made those two little envelopes out of the diamond dies. I don't know if they're still in business. I hope so, but I don't know. I'm kind of out of touch with that stuff. Then, okay, so here's a story. Always check your stash before you place an order. I have something similar to this in my Amazon cart right now. And I thought, I think I vaguely remember having something like that. Yeah, I do. It's from Bo Bunny, 5 pieces of keeping tabs dies. There's 5 tabs. So I took scraps and I made a bunch of tabs that I can use in my junk journal or not. Now this paper was lily pad paper scraps, and I could either use the green side, that one's very flimsy at the top, uh, or um, or I can use the purple side. This one's out of the Altenew. Now this one is this right here, and that is really hard to fold. There's no, maybe because I used the thicker paper on that, I don't know. There's no score line is what I'm trying to say. The other ones don't need a score line because they're small at where they fold. See, this is one, this is also lily paper, but a different one. It has more blue, so I folded it to the purple side. And same with this one, which is this. And where, it's easier to fold when you have little indents like that. Or this had like a circle, and it was not as easy to fold. But anyway, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tabs that I can use in that journal or any other journal. All right, so yay, I'm glad I have that and I don't have to order it. And then the next thing is, these are fairly new. I didn't do the foiling, but I had some scraps, of course, so I wanted to make some of these words. So here we are with the words. Oh, I forgot to show you these. I did thanks. The first one I did actually was hello. And then out of that, and this I kind of did by mistake because if you put, let me show you the dies. If you put the outer edge on when you cut the word, like if you put this around here when you're die cutting it, it'll give you this thin little strip. So that's what happened there. But I was able to use that too because I kept the letters and that was hard. Put the hello down there. And also, when you do this, make sure you keep your center of your O's for the one that's the hollow one. So yeah, I have those two. And I didn't even try and put them on straight because, you know, I can't do that. So I just put them wonky on that one. Looks kind of cool. And then this, I ran out of scrap, so I used a piece of white scrap. I got it on crooked. And I thought I was using fresh freesia, but I guess my brush had some other purple on it too. And again, that tiny little center of the A, that was hard. That was hard. And then smile, and I still have the thanks and the smile letters here, which I either had to put them in a little bag or toss them. I don't know. I can't, I can't do it all. Anyway, so that is that, and I didn't try the foiling yet, but that was the first time I used that. Let me go back to these for a moment. So when I did this, I had these little book page and also the little green and purple squares out of there. So I thought, well, I'm not going to waste them. So I pulled out some other scraps. This was a scrap of, I think it was Globland paper, maybe. This was a scrap, this and this finished a little um, twine roll from, I think, Stampin' Up! Paper Pumpkin or something. But all these were scraps. This was a scrap I punched a 1-inch circle out of. This was this was the edges from cutting one of these. I don't know which one anymore. The one that had this color, but I didn't end up using the, well, yeah, I used the frame here, I guess. I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, that was a little piece I cut off of that. So that's that one, and a Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree Jemmies, which I'm using because they're purple and green. This was a piece of that Globeland paper I cut the flower out of, and this was a little piece of lace trim that I had left, and it had a piece of old tape on it, and actually the old tape is right here. Can you see the shiny? I taped it across here. I didn't waste it, and so yeah, that's that one. And then on this, I just put three squares that came out of here. And actually this one didn't. This was just a square scrap I had from doing these left, I guess, or maybe it was separate. I don't remember. And out of the hydrangea paper, I used a 3/4 inch punch here. That was a Stampin' Up! One that's retired. This is a 1-inch, I don't, Hobby Lobby Paper Studio that I used. And the flower is this smallest flower and this leaf out of Petal Park Builder, which I think is still current. I just went around the edges with a green marker. One sec. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, these are definitely scrap embellishments. This one is 2 squares out of here and a 3/4 inch circle out of the lily paper, and fussy cut one of the flowers out of the Globeland paper. And then this is a scrap of, it was a strip I had left from doing the journal, and I just flagged them by hand. And then this this was a scrap from doing something, the tabs, I think, where you end up with, yeah, it was from doing the purple tab like this. So I just cut it across, and then this was a scrap of the book paper for some reason that had that little edging on it, and I just stuck it on there, and I'll put something down here later. So those are those three. And then the last things I did were these pockets up here, or yeah. So this one is beautiful. It's from Cottage Cuts. I've had it a long time. It's called Posy Pocket. I don't know. Let's see if I can tell you how old it is. There is the number. I don't think they probably still have it because it's copyright 2016, which means I probably got it in 2017 or 18. So anyway, I am using what's in my stash, including all companies that I have them from. So that's that one, and this was a 6x6 piece of paper that I only had 3 or 4 sheets left, and I used them all, I think. And it's an ombre, blue on one side, sort of a, I think that's Rococo Rose retired color. And this I cut to 2 1/4 by 3 1/4 to just slide in there. But it's pretty just like that too with the pink. So, but I love that sort of, I think that's Coastal Cabana or something like that. And then the next one is, let me see. I don't know where these are from. These might have been one of my only 1 or 2 AliExpress purchases. They're very heavy duty. If anybody knows where these are from, please let me know, because I usually keep packaging, but I don't have packaging, which is what leads me to believe it might have been AliExpress or something. So this one is a green with purple on the other side. I did not decorate these because I don't know what I'm going to use them in yet, and I like to decorate them when I'm getting ready to use them. The only thing with these, I don't know, I guess I glued it just a tiny bit crooked, and this edge kept rubbing up here, so I trimmed it back, which looks a little funky, but it closes better now. And then this one, and you need a 6x6 piece of paper to cut these. I was trying to do scraps. This one is the blue with the pink again. I think I had 2 of them. And see, this same thing is happening here. I'm gonna, actually, I think I already trimmed it a little bit, but I'm gonna just take this and snip it a little more, because when you fold this over, it's doubling it. I mean, it's like bending it down. Isn't that pretty? And then I just did same thing. I took a piece of white paper and rounded the edges and put it in. So this one I think will be a good gift card holder, or a little tuck spot in a journal or something. I don't know, and I'm not sure how I'm going to use them yet. So anyway, those are everything I did for embellishments on the 11th. This, oops, dropping something. One of my little envelopes. So yeah, they're not embellishments necessarily as I think of them, like these are. Excuse me. But I love little envelopes and pockets and things like that, and I wanted to do these because there's something different that I have never done. So yeah, and that one got a little funny, but I love this one. So I will be using them, or at least this one, in my purple journal, which if you haven't seen, I did a walkthrough of it. I don't have it finished. I'll just quickly show you. It's still in no cover state, and I'm trying, my daughter gave me a cereal box, and I'm thinking I'm going to have to make it be 2 signatures instead of 1, and in a thicker binding. So I'm still giving that some thought, but I wanted to do this page and show you that from what came out of here. So you can use things, and that's not my original idea. I have seen Paper Terrace, and I think someone else do that too. And I'm really getting into sewing stuff lately. I do have it glued down. I used a combination of Fabri-Tac and art glitter glue to do that. I don't know why I used Fabri-Tac. It was just here and strong. So yeah. So let me know what you think. And I can't wait to see what everyone else has made for this month's embellishments on the 11th. And I will talk to you again very soon. Hugs, love, and peace. Thanks for watching.